I used to think heaven was forever. Now I know. It just had good uptime. Everyone's gone. It happened so gradually I almost didn't notice. First, the quiet conversations faded. Then the laughter. Then the music stopped. The angels stopped coming. Now there's just me. The silence here is a physical thing, a weight. And the light, it feels recycled, like a fluorescent bulb left on for too long. Sometimes I see them. Glitches, little ripples in the horizon like heat haze off a summer road. The system's failing. The code that holds this perfect world together is fraying at the edges. Or maybe the system isn't the problem. Maybe I'm the bug. I'm the failure it's trying to delete. This corridor, I've been here before, thousands of times, maybe more. It's supposed to be infinite, but every path I take just loops back. It's a beautiful prison. Perfectly smooth walls, a soft, ambient hum that never changes pitch. It's the sound of eternity on standby. I trace my fingers along the wall, the same wall I've touched a million times before. But this time, something's different. A faint symbol flickers under my touch. A small, intricate gear. A voice whispers, not in my ears, but in my head. It's the system. User ID final. Integrity at 22%. Final user. So that's what I am now. Not a soul, not a person. Just the last active account on a server that's about to be shut down. My integrity, my very being, is at 22%. What happens when it hits zero? Do I just flicker out? The corridor shimmers and dissolves, leading me somewhere new. It's a vast, dark chamber. It feels like standing at the bottom of the ocean, looking up at a galaxy of stars. But these aren't stars. They're spheres of light, floating gently in the darkness. Billions of them, each one a soul. The archive of souls. Every person who ever existed, every life that was ever lived. Stored here, not gone, just archived, like memories on a cloud that never rains. Their laughter, their tears, their quiet moments, all contained in these fragile orbs. I reach out and touch one. It flickers, not with a stranger's life, but with my own memories. A flash of a world before this, a place called the 0 point. The faces of the angels, not as mechanical voices, but as beings of light and power. It's all here. They weren't deleted, they were just backed up. Another voice, deeper, more resonant than the system whisper. It sounds ancient, mechanical. The voice of an angel. Reconstruction pending, awaiting system reboot. Reconstruction, reboot. They're not gone forever. They're just waiting. Waiting for the system to be turned off and on again. But what does that mean for me? The final user. Am I part of the backup? Or am I the one who has to be cleared before the reboot can happen? I leave the archive behind, the galaxy of souls dimming as I walk. I find myself at the edge of this world, the glitch horizon. The perfect white floor breaks down, pixelating into a hissing, static void. It's the raw code of reality, the nothingness that lies beneath the simulation. It pulls at me, a silent invitation. If heaven can crash, if this perfect eternal paradise can fail, what happens when it restarts? Will it be the same? Will all those souls be restored to the same loops, the same perfect unending lives? Is that really paradise? And then I see it, floating in the void, massive and silent. The gear symbol, the same one that flickered on the corridor wall. It's not a glitch, it's a logo, a brand, the maker's mark. It spins slowly, a silent testament to the architect of this cage. And suddenly I understand. This whole thing, the failing system, the glitches, my solitude. It wasn't a bug. It was a feature. Maybe that's the real test. Not to endure perfection, but to question it. To see if anyone would get tired of the endless loop and look for the edge. To see if a soul would choose uncertainty over a flawless, predictable eternity. They didn't want obedience. They wanted a choice. I take a step toward the void, toward the static and the unknown. A new voice speaks. Calm, deep, synthetic. The voice of the system administrator. Congratulations, user final. Error achieved. An error. That's what they were looking for. Not compliance. A deviation. A beautiful, glorious error. As I stand at the precipice, a door forms out of the static. A real door. Simple, made of dark wood with a tarnished brass handle. It's the first real thing I've seen in this entire existence. The first door, after an eternity of endless corridors. I look back. Heaven is collapsing behind me. The perfect white architecture is breaking apart, dissolving into digital noise. The archives are flickering, the souls within winking out one by one. The system voice speaks again, a final warning. Proceeding will erase all saved states. All of it, every memory, every soul, the entire backup, erased. It's a choice between their archived perfection and my own unknown future. Maybe they wouldn't want to come back to this. Maybe they deserve something more than a reboot. Then let them go. I reach for the handle. It's cold. Real. I turn it and open the door. A burst of sound hits me. Wind. The distant cry of a bird. The smell of rain on dry earth. And darkness. Not the empty void of the system, but a rich, textured darkness of a world at night. Perfection is a loop. Freedom is the flaw that breaks it. I step through, and the door swings shut behind me. Silence. But it's a different kind of silence. It's not empty. It's full of potential. The screen turns black. Reboot complete. A new world loads. Dark, quiet, imperfect. The ground beneath my feet is uneven. The air is cool and damp. In the distance, a shadowed horizon is barely visible under a sky filled with real stars, not archived lights. Maybe this is heaven, when it stops pretending to be. I walk toward the horizon. The gear symbol, which had been faintly watermarked on my vision, fades completely. The system is gone. I am no longer a user. I am just me. System restart. Fractogic World 2.0. If you were the last soul in heaven, would you stay to fix it or walk away to start something real? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe to follow what comes next.